Hi, I'm Alan. This is a video. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to more Geometry Dash. Today, we are going to give the new meta a try. And what I mean by new meta is that most of the top players have recently swapped over to up arrow in favor of mouse for a couple of different reasons. With the new gameplay meta of sorts that has been popularized in Geometry Dash with a lot of very fast clicking, a lot of top players have opted to swap to up arrow because spamming on up arrow is significantly easier than mouse. And with the general technology of keyboards being very similar to that of mice, it is a natural switch for a lot of people to do. The only thing that a lot of people mention when swapping over from keyboard or from mouse to keyboard is that ship and wave is a little bit weird to get used to begin with. So what I decided to do today is that we are going to try and complete an extreme demon with up arrow. Just try it out. And the level that I've chosen for today is I Love Cyan by AVRG. This is a really cool level. It's very interesting. There's not a lot of wave, there's not a lot of ship, there's mostly timings, so obviously I'm not going to be having like the best opinion with this like all together, but it's going to be a fun time either way. I've been a mouse player since the dawn of day. I started playing on computer in 2017, and I've only ever used mouse, never up arrow, never keyboard in any way, shape, or form, so this is going to be a very weird thing for me to try, but I think it's going to be fun. So we're just going to hop into it. I'm going to take you guys through this in practice mode. After I've completed it, I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts and opinions on up arrow. So, as I start taking you guys through this level's really cool. There's just a couple things about this level that's just like kind of weird. I don't really like this beginning. I've put in a lot of attempts just learning the middle of the level and the later half, but I'm not a huge fan of this beginning. I think a lot of these timings are like really weird. They're kind of awkward. That might also just be me not being used to keyboard. So I find the clicks to be a lot more awkward than they normally would be. And I can't really tell whether or not the keyboard is like really responsive or not. Because to me at least, it feels like a lot of my inputs are just really early. So it could be that the keyboard is just more responsive, but I'm also just like not really getting the timings the way that I want them because of the fact that I'm just not used to it, I suppose. As you can see, I'm very clearly having a little bit of issues getting the timings right. Though to be fair, this UFO is pretty hard, so I could try and just not cope as much. That could also help, but hey. And then this ship part, this is like the one ship part in this level. And honestly, it's kind of, I don't know how to feel about it. It's kind of cool, but it's also like a little weird. And then you got to hit that black orb not too early. I actually do find ship to be rather comfortable with up arrow. Actually, like I've been playing this level for a few hours, right? I played it a couple hours yesterday, and I've been playing a little bit of other things with up arrow just to like try and get used to it a little bit. And I find ship to be pretty comfortable. The only thing I'm struggling a little bit with is like stray fly, but that's just because I'm just not used to the amount of time I have to like click the button down. So I'm finding straight fly a little bit hard, but just like general ship control, I'm finding very comfortable, surprisingly enough. I cannot get that black orb for the life of me, can I? And then we get into this, that wave part. Transitioning into that wave is hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to practice that a lot. I feel like I cannot get that jump at 22%. At all. I don't know why. That click is just very hard. That hit that. And then we get into this wave. This wave isn't too bad. I like this wave. I feel like this is a very good introductory, like, extreme demon wave. Because it's pretty broad. There's, like, a lot of room here. But at the same time, it's, like, very fast-paced. And you just need to, like, you have to be able to, like, keep your cool. Because you don't really do a lot of movement. There's like a lot of big sweeping strokes. So you just kind of like have to learn how to be calm with wave. And I think this is a very good first extreme demon wave challenge thingy. This click I find really odd. I do not like this cogwheel right here. I find this tab really difficult, and I do not really know why. It's just a click that I struggle with. And then we get into this part. This ball part right here, I find rather awkward. This is like one of the few parts that I actually don't like about this level. This UFO is fine though. This robot is not weird. It's just, I don't know. I feel like you have to click a lot of like very fast inputs that require a lot of like holding. So this is a lot of like hold control, if that makes sense. Is that a word that I can use? Hold control? I don't know. But what I mean by that is that you just have to like know exactly when to hold and for how long to hold. And there's a lot of fast inputs, like in quick succession with different hold lengths. And then we get into the spider. With the spider, you can just skip the first click. You just kind of like go over, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and don't go too fast like I did there. But you get the rhythm for it, right? And then this part is fun because this is just a continuous click pattern. You're just kind of like click. And I find this part to be kind of not fun because while it's like satisfying when you pull it off, there's like no guarantee that you will pass the part, and I don't like that. These two clicks, this green orb and this yellow orb, is probably the single worst 2 clicks in the entire level. I do not like them, and I will die to them like 50 times. They are very annoying and they're just unforgiving, I find. Anyway, yeah, this part I'm not a huge fan of just because it's just controlled spam, and there's no guarantee that you will pass this part every attempt, which it just gets annoying because there are no timings to it per se. It's just stay consistent with your rhythm and then you'll be fine. But because it's so fast, you can't really like time each individual click like you would normally. Then we get to this part. This part is not too bad except for that green and yellow orb combo. Also, that blue orb is kind of awkward. I don't know why I sometimes die there. Sometimes the pink pad just doesn't work, and I don't know why. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the 70s. I think the 70s in this level are kind of weird, kind of bad. But hey, it's whatever. What can I do? So this is just a bunch of like timings, really. Like, there's nothing else to say here. You just kind of like have to like learn all the timings. And it's a really awesome part. I really like the part. I think it's great. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up practicing up this level, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit, and then we're gonna try and see if we can beat this. Practice it for a little while. I think I'm ready to just try it, I suppose. Just like try and get somewhere. I don't really have any expectations. I feel like there are certainly things that I'm still like struggling with like significantly. So I'll just have to like get used to the first like 20, I think. Like the first 20 is the big thing for me. So passing the first 20 is gonna be the big challenge here. So far, I'm feeling quite comfortable though with up arrow. I was expecting up arrow to be a little bit more uncomfortable, honestly, but I find it pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, nice. 20 already. I'm finding it very satisfying to play with. Like, my one thing that I was a little bit worried about was that I wouldn't be able to, like, put, like, emphasis on inputs like I do with mouse, because as you guys know, I do click a little bit hard on mouse, and part of that is so that I can put, like, emphasis on my inputs to, like, feel more confident going through a part, right? And I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to do that on keyboard or up arrow. But I'm finding it pretty good. I'm finding it pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. My one complaint, though, is that for some reason, my fingertips sweat like a bitch. I can't show you. I know that's really gross and it's probably like TMI, but that is a genuine complaint I have about up arrow so far. It's not like my palm doesn't usually sweat when I use mouse either, but it's less visible, and I think the visibility of it is a pretty big thing. I know I was gonna die to that. I find 22, 23 to be really weird and awkward. I'm gonna be dying to that a ton, I think. Like, you just, I don't know, there's just something about it that just doesn't feel like it works properly for me. That's one of many. That transition is ridiculously hard, so that's just something I'll have to live with. Once I get into the wave, I can get really far. It's just about getting into the wave. Getting into the wave is a different story, though. That stuff's really hard. I did 30 to 100. I wasn't supposed to do 30 to 100, but I did. So hopefully I can do it. I did it yesterday as well, so I've done it twice now. I just need to get there. That's the problem. I think I can, though. I think I can. I practiced the 17 thing enough, I think. Except that I died to it immediately. That's cool. Of course I died to that. I don't know why that ball just doesn't work for me. That ball is really weird. I don't like it. I do not like the 30 ball. 30 ball is whack. Anyway, we got a new best. That's awesome. I'm very happy. I am improving, though. I am definitely improving at the level, which is good. Of course I was going to die to that. I don't know why. Some of these clicks in this ball are just bad. That's one of them. I really dislike that click. That was the attempt after as well. Damn. That was a really silly death. I shouldn't have died to that yellow orb, but hey, we passed it. We passed the ball part. We're almost halfway through. So we're making quick progress now. I died to the spam. No! I knew that was gonna happen though. Let's be real. That was kind of inevitable. That was meant to happen. No! God damn, I'm gonna start failing to the spam so much, dude. I can already tell that this is gonna be a part that I'm gonna die to a million times, and I'm gonna get really frustrated. Nice! I fluked it. Yes! Awesome, dude. Ah, yes! I fluked the level. Woo! Awesome. That's a great level. Very, very good level. I do want to say that I actually find up arrow really comfortable. I really do like it. I might just try and adapt to it. Like, as I said, ship and wave are a little bit weird to get used to. I find ship to be easier to control with this. Wave, on the other hand, I find a little bit weird, but I feel like it's just an adapting thing. So I might try and actually move over to keyboard permanently because I do find it very comfortable, surprisingly enough. I just have to like learn how to do it properly, I suppose. But hey, who knows? Maybe I'll swap over to it permanently. For anyone wondering, by the way, the keyboard that I'm using is the Razer Black Widow V3 tanky-less. So it's an 8K, 8,000 hertz polling rate keyboard. So it's a very high-end keyboard. So, but anyway, good level. Check out I Love Sci by AVRG. Great level. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, because know the drill by now. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys around. Each green, stay healthy, stay hydrated. I think we're making mad of it. Hope maybe are a little bit or two. Peace out, everyone. I need to stop saying that outro so fast because I keep saying the wrong things. Anyway, whatever.